Hi friends, Rebecca here, the Dragon Librarian from Farmington Community Library, and Razzie and I are here today to talk to you about some really incredible books that we just absolutely love. So today I actually want to talk about some graphic novels because I just recently read these 3 graphic novels and they are so amazing, and I wanted to share them with you guys because I think you'll like them too. So this very first one is called CC's Journal. This is by Joris Chamblain. CC's Journal. Now, a really cool thing about this graphic novel is that it's actually a French graphic novel. It came out in 2013, I believe, in France, and was just translated and brought to the US. And it's really cool. It's about this girl named Cici who has a journal, obviously, from the title, and she wants to be a writer, but she also wants to be a detective. So it's basically a story about her going around throughout her small little village and finding these mysterious circumstances and investigating them. And she always ropes her friends into them too. She uncovers some pretty cool stuff, and then she always documents it in this journal. So what I really liked about this graphic novel was the colors. They're not bright, but they are just beautiful. Her village is always just drawn in such a beautiful way, and I really liked the detective aspect of it too, but I think really just my favorite part is how beautiful the illustrations are. It's really hard to tell through a video, but it's just a really well done graphic novel. It looks fantastic, and it reads fantastic too. It's just a fun little adventure, and it's not just about these stories that she's investigating. It's also about friendship, and it's about family too. Because sometimes during her investigations, Cici forgets to take care of her friends, and she just runs headlong into things. Which is okay, but it's not okay to forget about your friends. So she has to really come to terms with that too. So it's just an all-around, really feel-good sort of graphic novel. So if you're looking for something to give you a smile, this is definitely one to check out. Now, the next 2 that I want to talk about are actually my favorite graphic novels that I've read so far this year. They are absolutely amazing. This first one is called This Was Our Pact by Ryan Andrews. This Was Our Pact. Isn't that a cool cover? I know they say don't judge a book by its cover, but I always do, especially with graphic novels. And this is what grabbed me when I first saw this, was this cover. It looks so interesting, doesn't it? So this book is about these friends who make a pact to follow these paper lanterns. See, every year in their village, there's this festival where they put these paper lanterns with a little light, like a candle inside them, in the river, and they go downstream, and nobody ever sees them again. Well, the friends want to know what happens to the lanterns. Where do they go? So they make a pact for this year to follow them all the way to the end of the river to see what happens. No matter what, they can't turn back until they get to the very end. Well, when they first start out, most of them do turn back because they get hungry, they get tired, they get bored, or whatever. So it ends up being just these 2 friends, and they follow these lanterns all the way to the end of the river. And what do they find? You're going to have to read it to find out. This book is just magical. It is so amazing because it has all these different fantastical elements to it. There's a talking bear, there's flying fish, there are these villages up in the sky that you can only get to access to through cable cars. It is just, it's so imaginative and fun. And I don't want you to be put off by how thick it is. This is a really thick graphic novel. It's big, but a lot of the pages in here are illustrations, and they're not just I mean, there's text. There's a lot of text too, don't get me wrong, but a lot of it is just these very striking pictures of the landscape or what is going on around them. And that's another thing I really think you'll enjoy about this graphic novel is the color scheme. It's all very blue and gray, which just sets the tone so well. There are definitely some pages with different colors, but for the most part, it stays pretty blue, and it's just absolutely amazing. This book is so good. I could not put it down when I started it, even though it's so big. I read it in 1 or 2 sittings. It's just phenomenal. If you're looking for something really magical and just a fun adventure, this was Our Pact. I guarantee that you're going to like it. Okay, and last, but certainly not least, Beetle and the Hollowbones. Beetle and the Hollowbones by Aliza Lane. Isn't this just a really cute cover? Again, this was another one that I got pulled into by a cover, and also because it's been getting a lot of really good reviews, and I wanted to check it out. And I'm glad I did, because it's awesome. Now, this one, definitely the colors I want to talk about, because look at these illustrations. Everything is bright. Everything is just so beautiful in this book. And it's about a little goblin girl named Beetle who's trying to save her friend, the Blob Ghost, because he is stuck in this mall and they can't figure out why he can't leave, but the mall is going to be torn down. So they're trying to figure out a way to save him from that. And there's also this other friend named Kat that she becomes involved with that she hasn't spoken to in a while, and she's like a skeleton girl. And this book is really quirky and fun. Fun is really just the best word I can use to describe it. And it's just a fun, like little adventure that is just fun. I keep using that word because that's really just the best one to describe this. This is just such an awesome, if you're looking for something very different and unique, definitely this one. The characters in it are really well crafted and they look really cool, and it's just a great little book. Beetle and the Hollowbones. Well, that's what we have for you guys today. I hope that they sound really cool and exciting. If so, please feel free to come by the Farmington Community Library and check them out, or you can put them on hold and pick them up during our curbside service. Thanks so much, friends, and have a great rest of the day.